Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I haven't done a makeup video in a little bit, and to be honest with you, I'm like itching to do one, so I just thought why not sit down and film one then. So that is today's video. I'm not gonna blab, or just jump straight into the video. So moisturizer. I've already moisturized. I think you guys know that I'm gonna pull this out. This is what I use, the Weleda Skin Food. It's honestly such a good moisturizer. Like, it's very like dewy and shiny, and it's a little not tacky, but it's got like some stick towards it, which I really like. I don't actually need this makeup to last me like all day and all night, so I'm not going to use this, but this is literally hands down like my favorite primer ever. I've not tried the e.l.f. Hydra Grip, so I can't compare them, but I feel like they'd be very similar. Like, it's a very gripping primer. It's just a sample beauty one. You can get this on Beauty Bay. It works so well and it looks really nice under makeup, so I highly recommend this. I've done my brows already just because sometimes I do my brows different depending if I want like a lighter look or a darker look. I have got to show you this though. This is my first dip brow. I have just ran out of it. Like, this is the first one that I ever purchased, and I actually needed to show you. Like, I needed to keep it to show you. Look at that. Can't believe that I managed to get like all of it out. It's so worth your money. I've had this for at least 5 years, so yeah, I felt like it was time for a new dip brow. I actually can't believe this has lasted me like plus 5 years. So the foundation combination that I've been absolutely loving recently, like I don't think I'm going to be able to like find anything better than this, is these two foundations. So this is the Huda Beauty one. I feel like you know this already, and then this is the NARS Skin Tint. I really love these two together just because this is so natural, and this is like the most full coverage thing that you can possibly buy. So I feel like when I combine the two, I get like a perfect medium of them both. Like, I really love this combination, but I love them both separately as well. So I'm gonna go mix these two together. I've been absolutely loving using like a brush for my foundation rather than a beauty blender, just because I feel like it's a lot faster and it's so much easier to clean than a beauty blender. Like, I absolutely hate cleaning my beauty blender. Like, I cleaned it last night purposely for this video, but I just think there's so much worse to clean than brushes. Just a quick warning as well, I'm gonna look absolutely crazy for like the first, maybe, I don't know, all of this video until the absolute final end, like I always do, so you're gonna have to bear with me on that. But just look how like nice that is. Like, it's like a dewy version of like a full coverage foundation. I don't know, I just really like it. Now, I always go in with this concealer. It's literally my favorite concealer ever. It's the Too Faced Born This Way. Yeah, it's the Too Faced Born This Way one. Absolutely the best concealer that I've ever tried, ever. It's like really full coverage, but it's also sort of like lightweight, even though it's like I don't know how they've done it. Like, this does not crease on me at all. It means that I can use like a sort of lighter powder rather than going under my eyes with translucent powder to like make sure that it doesn't crease. Like, this just doesn't crease without using like a heavy powder, if that makes sense. And I crease so easily as well, but like, look at that, just blends out like a dream. I'm sure you would have already figured it out, but I'm looking down there because that's where my mirror is. Now that that's done, I always go in with a cream contour like slash bronzer. This is the Stay Naked one. This is actually a concealer, just like in a darker shade. I don't think it's very necessary to spend this much money like on a concealer, contour, or whatever, because like any contour works. The Primark one's so good, but I've literally not found that since like literally before lockdown was like the first and only time that I've ever found that cream contour, because it's just always sold out. I don't even know if they actually make it anymore. I've not seen it in that long, but that's so cheap and it literally does the same thing. And then blending this into my forehead. I like putting like a lot on my forehead just to sort of make it look as small as I can possibly get it. I always leave like this to sit as well, because it sort of blends out better once you like leave it to sit. Like, it stays more focused in the area rather than it being like really wet and blending everywhere into my skin. I'll show you what I mean on this side. Like, I've literally blended that, but it's like still stayed where it is. It stays like more concentrated, the colour in like one place, which I like, because when I put powder over it anyway, it kind of like semi disappears. I love the colour of this as well. Like, I think it's such a perfect colour. Then going in with this from NYX, it's just the Sweet Cheek liquid blush. I have tried this before on my channel. I think I've tried like pretty much everything before on my channel. You might have seen this from me doing like a first impressions. Wow, I put way too much blush there. Anyway, I didn't actually really like it the first time I used it. Like, it's beautiful and it blends out like a dream. It just disappears into nothing. It's so nice, but I just wish they did like a pinkier shade, like a pale pinkier shade, just because like I've always sort of used pale pinky blushes. Like, I don't think I've ever had a blush that isn't like a pale pink before, so I wasn't like used to the colour when I first tried it, but it's definitely growing on me. Like, I think it does look better than like a pale pinkier blush, so I really do rate it now, and it's so cheap as well. Like, it's so worth the money. Then my next step is powder. I actually love this Charlotte Tilbury powder. I am annoyed though, because I don't know if you guys will remember when I tried it out for the breakfast time. I've hit pan already. I'm pretty sure you can see if it's back there. Like, I do love this powder, but I can't believe like how fast like it kind of ran out. Apparently NYX does a dupe, so I'm definitely gonna like pick that up and try it when this runs out. But I really like using this because it's like not as heavy and it keeps the glow. Like I said before as well, that concealer doesn't like require a really heavy powder to keep it in place as well. So I think the combination of two literally pair so nicely together. And then I just take a little bit on my chin and sort of like places where I kind of want to keep a little bit of highlight, because I do go in with this. For my like powder, I go in with a banana powder. This is the light banana powder from Revolution. I have to go in with like a colourful sort of powder like all over my face, just because I've noticed if I use a translucent powder on my face, even though it's translucent, it's still got like a little white cast sort of, and it really makes my neck and my face look like two different colours, just because my skin tone is so green. And like honestly, when I say my skin tone is green, like my skin tone is green. So the yellow sort of helps to match my face to my neck a little bit more. I take the smallest bit of powder and go over the area where I put my bronzer and bronzer and blush. I really like to do this because it doesn't completely get rid of, you know, the colour of the bronzer and the blush. Now I really need recommended on like a new contour, because I've been using this contour for like my entire life. I've never bought like a different contour powder ever, so this is just a normal Hoola. Sometimes as well, like it does go a little bit muddy on like one area of my cheek here, and I have no idea why, and I don't know if it's just this product or if it's just something on my face that I just can't feel. I do like to alternate as well between like this little thing and blend it out with like a bigger fluffy brush. I find that this little tool that comes with it like really sculpts out my face, and I really enjoy it actually. I always use this thing. If you know, you know. I just go in with like the tiniest bit on my forehead, just because I'm gonna put like bronzer over there anyway. I always go in with the side of one of these things and do my nose contour with it. Honestly, if you're not doing that, you need to try it, because one little swipe and your whole nose is just with a straight line like contoured. I like making my nose look longer than it actually is, so I like to like carry it up next to my eyebrows as well. And then going in with a big fluffy brush, I'm just going to do my bronzer. I literally go to town on my forehead. What I like to do is just tap the side of the brush into the bronzer, very much like dust it off, and then go over my contour a little, and also down right next to my ears and at the bottom of my face. It makes my face like not look as wide. My favourite thing to do is use again these. Do what I did with the nose contour and just dip one edge in and sort of like wing out the bronzer on my eyes. It's such a quick like effortless eyeshadow. And then I'm gonna do the exact same thing with my bronzer, just, like wing out my bronzer on my eye. Then for blush, I've literally used this blush my entire life. It's the Too Faced Peaches one. Ignore all this, it's literally just got, I can't think of the word, eyelash glue. Literally got eyelash glue all over the side of it. I've had this for years. I think it was my second ever blush, and I've still got it. It's very much out of date, and I definitely shouldn't be using it, but I mean that's just not what I care about, if I'm honest with you. My favourite part is highlighter. I'm just gonna go in with like a slight bit on my brush and just blend it like literally right under my eye. Like that doesn't look like a highlighter, that just looks like glow. I'm gonna grab my favourite eyeshadow palette, which is this Jaclyn Hill like Morphe palette. I'm just gonna grab an angled brush. I'm just gonna go into like a brown shade. I'm gonna choose the shade Mocha. I'm gonna just like do like a slight wing, nothing too much, but just to like give you an extra little something, just like a little wing like that, just at the corner. And then when I've done that on both sides, I kind of just either put mascara on or put some lashes on. I've been wearing lashes like a ton lately, but I feel like this is like the perfect look to just sort of go with mascara. I am going to put lashes on just purely for the fact that I've been trying to keep mascara off my normal lashes, because ever since I had individuals, like my lashes are gone. Like I do not have lashes. So I'm going to put a pair of lashes on and I'll be right back. Actually, whilst my lashes are drying, I usually like to go in with my lip pencil and my lipstick. So for my lipstick, I always go in with this pencil. It's from Barry M. It's all rubbed off, but I'm pretty sure it's in the shade, I don't know if it's some sort of coffee. It's not in the shade Mocha. Wait, it'll come to me. And then I use this one from Primark in the shade Toffee. I just use this one first because it's darker, and then I sort of go over it with this. I don't know how I'm supposed to speak whilst doing this, and I probably shouldn't. So and then my secret is to literally draw myself a new pair of lips. I actually think I use the most products on my lips, you know. I'm gonna go in with two lipsticks. This one's just sort of a base lipstick, just because this next one's like really drying and I can never never be bothered putting it on my actual lips. This shade is 806, highly cosmetic. I am gonna put my lashes on in the meantime because they're gonna have completely dried. My camera just died, so sorry if the angle's changed, but I love these lashes so much. I actually got them from AliExpress and I got like 5 of the same for a pack of like £1.50 maybe. I'm gonna go in with this brown eyeliner pencil. I'm just gonna take it into my inner corners. I'm convinced that I will do this for the rest of my life. And for the part I absolutely hate doing so much, I always listen my waterline and I probably actually poke my eye out at least 3 times every single time I do this. Now, time to finish off the lips. I'm gonna go in with this NYX Lingerie lipstick and I'm just gonna put the tiniest bit in the center of my lips to sort of sort the situation out that we've got going on right now. I go in with this gloss. I think it's London. Oh no, it's Madeline from NYX. I've used a lot of NYX products in this video. I feel like I keep saying NYX. And so this is the finished makeup look. But yes, you guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like on this video down below and subscribe if you are new, as it would mean the world to me. And yes, I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.